For the first time in close to 2 years, international visitors can fly into Queensland and skip quarantine. The change in rules comes several weeks before the Sunshine State's expected to reach the peak of the Omicron wave.
Destination Queensland.
Please keep your bags with you. Please do not.
This is an operating environment, as you can see.
Queensland, of course, would top the polls as being one of the best places in the world to visit.
For 2 years, Brisbane Airport's international terminal has been virtually empty. But today, there are signs of life. Fully vaccinated international tourists landing and being allowed to skip quarantine, instead heading straight into the arms of loved ones.
Up until yesterday, we saw about 500 international travellers daily here at Brisbane Airport. Today, that's already more than 1,000.
Pre-COVID, 17,000 people would move through the international terminal every day.
But the recovery is going to take 3 to 5 years to be back to pre-COVID levels. The reasons for that are that initially still there are large parts of the globe where people cannot travel freely into Australia.
As well as tourists and domestic travellers, 30,000 international students are expected to arrive in Queensland over the coming weeks.
That's a really welcome opportunity, and doing that without having to quarantine is very, very welcome for those institutions and for those students.
More than 15,000 cases of COVID have been recorded over the past 24 hours and 10 deaths. 884 people are in hospital, 52 people are in intensive care, 18 on ventilators. 250,000 COVID cases have been recorded since domestic borders reopened.
The real number is substantially greater than that. It's a very large number. It's almost certainly greater than 1 million. We don't know the true number because not everybody's getting tested.
Dr Gert-Jan believes case numbers will peak in Queensland over the next fortnight.
Queensland was likely to reach its peak about 2 weeks after New South Wales, and we're likely to see the peak in the Gold Coast, first of all, probably sometime in the next 7 days.
And there's every possibility of another wave later in the year.
What happens going forward after this wave, that is not clear. We don't know. We will always plan for the worst and hope for the best. So it is conceivable that there might be another wave in the wintertime.
Georgia Simpson, Sky News.